Federal government is being criticized by the Native Women's Association of Canada, who say that the Liberals have just not done enough to implement calls for justice from the National Inquiry into missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. And it has come up with its own plan. Elements of it include advocating for a compensation fund for victims' families and survivors. They also want to see the formation of a task force that would strategize how to tackle unsolved cases. The group says it will form resiliency lodges across the country that will offer an array of services to Indigenous women, girls, and gender-diverse people. The federal government is expected to release its work on the creation of a national action plan on Thursday, but the NWAC says they left the table during the process. Ms. Whitman called on the government's efforts fundamentally flawed. So can the federal government fix that broken trust? And how will the Native Women's Association of Canada implement its plan? Let's find out. Joining me now is the Native Women's Association of Canada CEO, Lynne Groulx. Welcome to the program. Why has the organization lost confidence in the federal government? What happened here?
Well, we've lost confidence because we've been waiting for over 2 years for this national action plan to come into place. And what we know, or what we're hearing, is that the action plan will not address those 231 calls for justice. It does not have a full implementation plan in place. And this is the reason why we've lost confidence.
What has their response been to that? Have they said that, you know, we can do something to regain the organization's trust? What's been the response?
Well, we haven't received that response yet. So we received the similar responses, which are quite bureaucratic in that, well, there'll be some implementation that'll happen. It'll happen in phases. We need to keep talking about it. But we really have a responsibility to speak the voice of the families that are telling us they want a concrete action plan to address those 231 calls. They want to see the initiative set out with measurable goals and a budget tied to that.
So tell me about your own plan and how will your organization actually implement it?
So we have a plan. We've set out a plan with 65 different initiatives in it, and we will be working with different stakeholders, so different government departments, not necessarily just the federal government, with foundations, with corporations to implement the initiatives. And one of our most significant and important initiatives is our healing center called Resiliency Lodge. We have a pilot project of this project already in Chelsea, Quebec. And we have an initiative that started also in New Brunswick. And again, we're going to be implementing that with partners, including different federal government departments.
And I understand, I know that the key part of your plan are these resiliency lodges for Indigenous women and girls. Can you just tell our viewers what that means? You know, we're using that term. How do they work?
So they're healing lodges, so they are based on the land, and they have programming that includes cultural programming, spiritual programming. They're elder-led. They have navigation services and mental health support services as well, and they will incorporate language as well. So we can offer these services right in the lodge, or we have been offering them through COVID online as well. And we have over 5,000 participants that have been involved in different activities relating to these online services that we provided just in the last 6 months alone. So we know that this is an initiative that can work and that it will work.
Just before I let you go, Ms. Groulx, the Native Women's Association of Canada has lost confidence in the federal government on the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls crisis. And now we've got this new horrific discovery of the 215 children whose remains never made it home from the residential schools, never got identified, and there could be many more. If there's no confidence on the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls crisis, do you have confidence on the search for children who never made it home from residential schools?
Mm-hmm. That is a very good question. So, you know, there has been so many broken promises. It's very difficult at this point to say that we believe that things will be different. But the inquiry, you know, did say paradigm shift was required, transformational shift was required. And we, you know, believe that if Canada doesn't step up to the plate, then we will seek, action at the international level or through the courts. We're hoping that won't happen. There's a glimmer of hope there that, this change will happen. The government is trying to implement UNDRIP, so we are hoping that this will be taken seriously. There is a genocide happening in Canada, and it needs to be dealt with.
A glimmer of hope.
Glimmer of hope.
I know you're an optimist. Yeah, I know you're an optimist, but a glimmer of hope doesn't sound like a lot. Native Women's Association, Lynne Groulx, I really appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.